All right, hello. Welcome back. Here we are continuing with round three, and as you may or may not have noticed, this is not a replay. I finally got the draft recorder to start working. Unfortunately, uh, no voice was recorded. So here we are. We have a Mind Shrieker, and seeing that he wants stuff in his graveyard, um, I figure it might be best for me to mill stuff. So, anyways, he plays another occultist, which is pretty annoying. Um, and I decided to throw down a scarecrow, just in case he tries to be aggressive. Since the Shrieker, since I don't like to leave too much mana open, it would be nice to just have one solid blocker. So, yeah. So, um, my strategy here is to try to get him down to zero life as soon as possible, because the spider sprawlings will be pretty annoying. And here he's got quite a nice board presence. Boneyard Worm is just a dumb fatty, and not really too worried about that. But the Civilized Scholar is going to be pretty annoying for me, especially with all the card draw and pitching stuff to his graveyard, which is not really good for me. But if he flips it, I can just smite it. So kind of hoping that he'll flip it. Um, Or if he doesn't flip it and just counter something really annoying, he's already got one of those annoying spiders in his graveyard. So yeah, that's already a problem. And yeah, not really worried about anything else here. Just and here he plays the spider spawning, and luckily it just happened to have a dissipate here, so get rid of that. And I guess the next round we're gonna start being a little bit more aggressive here, unless I draw planes. And I did draw planes. Okay, that kind of changes things. I decided to get rid of um, the Scholar just because I really hate the card advantage he's getting from that. And I really don't mind getting hit for like 3 or 4 with the boneyard worm, or whatever that's called. Yeah, and just trying to get him down to zero life as fast as I can. He's got 8 mana to work through to get a second use of that spider spawning. So I think I'm counting 7 or 8 mana. 7 mana, right? 6 colorless, 1 black. And so as long as he doesn't have that, I can just keep attacking him. And uh, yeah. So anyways, I did play Dark Ascension before I started with this, and um, while I really like Dark Ascension, I think it's a fun set. Just it was just really aggravating to pay 30 tickets, or I mean, use 30 tickets uh, for a you know for a draft where you don't really get much value out of. I did have Geralf's Messenger. I think that was really bad to put that in a deck, because even though it's only a 3 drop, it's triple black, and I was going black and red, and kind of hoping that I think I had uh, I think I had some kind of here he dissipates that. I had some kind of land fixer in the form of evolving wilds, but just it wasn't enough. The first game I was screwed on mana. A second game, kind of like the same thing. I had nothing but creatures in my hand, so I mulliganed, and I had nothing but lands. I mulliganed again, and I just had 1 land, and I just really didn't feel like mulliganing again to 4. It was just, yeah, it was just, it wouldn't have been that bad, except for the fact that I constantly reminded myself that had I just waited, 5 days, you could play a more fun draft, um, or you just play a draft instead of trying to wing it, and paying that extra amount of cash. So, anyways, yeah. So, uh, I decided to put sensory deprivation on his boneyard worm, attack him with the bird, and I think I'm milling myself still. And I'm not sure if this was actually wise, but again, the whole point it was for me trying to get him down to um, 1 as much as possible. And I think I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. So I don't think he's any closer to getting his spider spawn, because once he gets that, it'll be pretty annoying since he has 2 of the outcasts, and his library is getting kind of low. He might start milling me instead, and so I kind of don't want to go up against a bunch of spiders. And yeah, so yeah, this deck is really annoying to go up against just because it's such a slow deck. And um, yeah, so here I am. I'm checking to see what cards he has in his graveyard, and it doesn't do anything. Um, I go ahead and attack with my all-star Geist, and I mill myself again, pump him up, drop off Geist, which is really sad to do that. But with all the stuff he has in the ground cluttering up, there's just no way I can get through. Right? And ditching some really nice stuff, but just trying my best to get in there. And I think I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think he's just trying to throw in creatures into his graveyard, and every time he just mills a land, it's kind of nice. So, all right, and so here I think, does he have enough land? I don't think he has enough land to play Spider Spawning, right? Because it's black, and he has to tap an additional land to use the grotto. I don't think he has enough, or does he? Yeah, I think it's 7, right? So he needs 8 lands, and he has 5 islands, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah. I don't think he has enough. I think he has to wait another turn. Hopefully he doesn't draw a land. And let's see. All right. Okay. So I draw a land, and I decided just to keep milling myself. He's still ahead of me in terms of library depreciation, and uh, I'm worried that. Well, I guess I shouldn't worry, but yeah, I keep thinking he has like that memories card. It's the card that shuffles 3 cards back into your library. So whenever I go up against a mill deck, um, and they start milling themselves down a lot, uh, they always end up having these occultists, and they find some way to kill something. And the minute they do that, they just mill you out. And if they get dangerously low, they use Memory's Journey to um, put themselves back up. And so here I think he has enough for the spider spawning, which is really bad because with 3 occultists out there, he's going to now be, or he would probably just mill me. So my worry was he was just going to go ahead and attack with everything, which I think he should do. But I think he just attacks me with a boneyard worm. Oh, he doesn't attack me at all. All right. Okay, so there's no sense in attacking. So, seeing that he doesn't have that many cards in his graveyard, I start milling him. And even if he has a Memory's Journey or whatever that card is that shuffles cards from his graveyard to his library, I figure I have enough mana to counterbalance that. So, my only worry is that he doesn't go ahead and realize that he could just attack me with all his creatures and, you know, mill me out. Um, So that would be, with the spiders, that's 5 damage, 7, 9, that's 11 damage with his occultists and his spiders, 11, that's 13. It's 14 damage if he decides to attack with everything, which, would put me down a lot. But for some reason here, he doesn't attack with all his creatures. I think he should. I mean, if he did, I think it'd be game for me. Uh, I decided not to block. It's just not worth it. And yeah, I decided not to block because of the fact that he has 3 occultists out there. Um, and so, and I think he's gonna play the scab. Yeah, he's playing the 6/9 scab guy, which doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna mill him out here, and I just won't bother attacking. Hopefully, there are no memories journey, and I don't think I see any. So. Right, so I'm just gonna continue milling him out. And this is one of the first decks I've ever seen that doesn't use Memory's Journey, which is uh, kind of like a lifesaver in case you mill yourself out too much. Right? But had he attacked me, I think it would be a completely different situation. And yeah, so I decided not to attack, hold off, and I think he realizes that he could have attacked then. And there we go. That's the end. Thanks for watching.